Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Sam, and today I'm playing some Elder Scrolls Online. I was just about to start the video when this event started, so I figured I'll start with that. Let's see how well it goes. There's a few players here, so this is part of the new Greymore DLC events. Now my character's not very good at DPS, so I'm just going to spam bow and arrows for now.
Your attempts to interfere with this ritual are as meaningless as they are pathetic.
How rude. I'm going to try and help this guy.
Continue the offerings.
So it's all about vampires trying to invade. Lots of shit.
You will soon join us.
Not sure if I'm doing any good, but I've not played this game in quite a while, but I wanted to show it off because I've got a new event going on with the
Will be short-lived.
new antiquities system. Oh, what the hell is that? This thing looks hard. Let's use our healing majigs. And then cast an arrow down with it. Ow. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. I have got the, I can't remember what it's called, but the armor set where you spawn in Dwemer things to heal you or restore different things.
No! There'll be a price paid for this.
Well, that was quick, wasn't it? Grab the reliquary remnants. Just some random loot. So, I'm just going to adjust the volume quickly. I know I have a lot of messages, don't judge that. It's all stuff from when I left the guild, I believe. Oh, that's a bit better. Right, so, welcome to Elder Scrolls Online. I know I did one MMO video on Guild Wars 2, which had kind of alright reviews, I think. I know MMOs aren't everyone's favourite, but I thought since there's a big event going on, I'd showcase this. So I wanted to show off the antiquities system, which this area is a bit big, and that is a very long way away. So what I'm going to do,
You put too much stock in rumors.
I'm going to teleport to the house I got from the last event.
Lots of fresh tracks.
Allow yourself some rest. The divines are watching over us.
So this is one of the games where I went quite hard on going for the actual roles for the different classes, so like going for a tank or healer. I play the tank for quite a bit, which I still do for dungeons, swap to a sword and shield instead of a greatsword, but if I want to enjoy it, I just go with enough health to be survivable and then just put all the rest of my skills into, I think it's stamina skills I used for my greatsword for doing a lot of damage. Still not as good as someone who's dedicated to DPS, but makes the campaigns a little bit easier rather than just tank, which is healing yourself and doing nothing to the bad guys. While I'm here, I might as well show off my home that I've got. I got this from the last Somerset event they did a few years back. Not a lot of decorations, but I've put a bit of time in it, so got my little horses here. I know they added a pathing system, but I've not been on the game since that was added, so don't know what it actually entails. Check it out at some point. If we head inside. Decided to add some rubble just to make it look a bit more lived in and interesting than just useless. Got my bone glass. Thought that would look like a little display chamber type thing for this creature. Got the precursor from Clockwork City. I got a few of the busts from the different dungeons that I'm working on collecting. My horde, which again is from the same event that they did the Somerset House for. I think it was slaying dragons to sponsor cats or something like that. Some weird crossover, but it's for a good cause. Got a few decorations from the Elsewhere Hall of Champions, I think it is. A lot of this stuff's not really been decorated well enough because I don't have the furniture for it, but got a little makeshift fireplace and that thing which looks quite horrid. Nice little bed. And I almost forgot the Jubilee cake from this year's anniversary. But that's the gist of it. Not really much else through there, I don't think. But if I head back out of the house, let's just head straight for the portal. Who cares about waterfalls? Unfortunately, unlike Lord of the Rings Online, this does have full damage. You can't just limp off a fall from a 10-story building. If any of you are kind of concerned about the whole reason I've not been posting, not that you probably are, but everything is fine. It was just a slight blip in goings on at home, but it's all sorted. Everything's fine. Back to how it was. And you should hopefully be back to seeing the regular amount of content from me at the usual times. Until I get a job, which is still up in the air. Unless I become super successful at this, which I highly doubt any time in the foreseeable future, but you gotta keep your hopes up. Gotta keep having a read. Oh, that person is impressive. Who needs to ride the horse when you can just surf on the back of it? There'll be a lot of players around here. That's a good thing about this antiquities system, that it's brought a lot of players back to zones they otherwise didn't bother with. So, I can scry for the Sigic folio thing. So this works kind of in a weird way. You have to like match up the different things and collect these highlighted circles to unlock everything. But there's also this thing which it basically, everything that you highlight gets swapped to the center icon, if that makes sense. So all of those have become this star one that's in the middle. We'll go with that. And as you do more, you get the option to do more of these, which is quite good. Use it to your advantage. Can collect that. We'll change all of those to that, and then we can get the rest in one click. Perfect. So what that then does, depending on how many of these you collect, it narrows down one of a few search locations on the map. If you only get one, it will narrow down like, what, 3 or 4 different areas, but the more results you get, the more it narrows it down to one specific search zone. Which then becomes a case of, you can see this guy's doing his little prospecting here, bless him. They're doing the same scrying thing I just was. One thing I like about Artaeum is how small this map is, so it's not hard to go between all the different search zones. Right, so ride down here into the search zone. Hop off our horse. And then use Antiquarian's Eye, which points you in the direction of where to go. Looked like it was saying it was this way, so I got to go up and over these rocks. Hey, look, a skeleton. That's something you don't see every day, just a living skeleton. And here it is. So we excavate that. Try and narrow down where it is. So it says it's somewhere up here, so we click there. So now it's somewhere in this region and that region. So I'm going to say it's down there, not up there. So, and there we go, we found it. So now we go to tool, brushing. I don't know why it's got time, to be fair. The time doesn't make a lot of sense. It's not like time gated for how long it takes to open these. Let's just get the last few bits of this. And then, with this remaining time, we can just scout randomly to try and find extra items. Doubt we're going to find any, but... Oh, there we go, we got a little extra item there. So we got a rubedite sword as the bonus, and the Sigic folio as the default. One thing that I'm not so keen on is how you have to redo the entire chain each time you want to unlock the next ones. But as you can see, this gets a lot more complicated the higher up you go. What we can do, we grab that one, grab both of those in one go. Change all of them, grab both of those in one go. I do like how it sort of works off charges, so it's not too difficult to do the lot. If we change... No, it's worth changing all of them. Becomes quite a thinking game. I'm thinking changing those, collect all of that. Collect that and that. And we got all of them. And that's going to tell us that we need to go... Of course it's the far side of the island. Grab our little horsey and head over there. As you can see, I am playing with a few different add-ons that make the game a bit more readable. Minimap's very handy. The gold count and the item count is a lot more useful than having to check your HUD. Or your inventory, should I say. Yeah, if you'd like to see me do more videos on this, please let me know. I do quite enjoy it, although I've not really played much of Greymore because it's one of those games where you can play it for ages but then you get a bit burnt out. Especially playing a tank where a DPS could like 3-shot an enemy but you instead have to take 5 minutes chopping at it. I like these little storm atronach workers that cast storm clouds to water the plants. It's a funny idea. You don't really think about them putting magic creatures to use. Ow. That was a... Ouchies. Your items have lost your ability. Shame. Grab this ore while we're here, once we've finished being a ghost. It's like my little vampire dragon imp thing. Whatever it's called. Don't know how long this event runs for. I think it's another 11 days, it said. So, anyone who's got the Greymore chapter who plays it within that time frame, don't know whether you have to contribute to this or not, but once the event's over you can then get a free house guest and cosmetics, I think. And a pet, which is always nice. All the extra stuff's nice. More rewarding for having bought all the content. Oh, that was good, first try. That's one thing that I think this game does a lot better than other expansion-based games like Destiny. I mean, Destiny, I bought the game when it first came out and now they're taking away the content people paid for even, not played for. Which, I get the logic of not wanting to bloat the game too much, but still, people aren't happy losing content they spent money on. So I understand why some people are frustrated with it. Well, we didn't get the bonus item that time, but oh well, we got a new lead. Well, that sends it to the antiquarian people to study, which then gives you more info for your lore. Which, on that note, I've shown off the antiquarian system, which is what I wanted to mention. I've shown off my house a bit. I think we'll leave it there. So, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you, and goodbye.